All right, we are live. Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
y'all.
Happy Thursday.
Thursday. Yep.
Hold on, let me get out of my session I was watching. How y'all doing today? I don't know if y'all called it live on Tuesday, but I had said that this week was going to go by fast, and I was right. It is already pre-Friday.
Yep.
Okay, so we just popped up. Hold
Hey,
on, y'all. I'm
y'all.
gonna turn this down so I can share it in groups. Give me a second.
Hold on. I have to go grab something.
Guys, give me just a second. I'm just sharing this out to some groups. Um, Thank you, Miss Margaret, for joining. I want to say I don't know who the Facebook user is. I'll check it in a second.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, well, y'all know I can't see any comments, so it always feel weird to be talking to y'all. But hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. Thanks for joining.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I got a low internet signal, child. I don't know what's happening out here in these internet streets, but thank you guys for joining. So for those of you who are new here, I am Tasha.
And I'm T.
We are 22nd in Tech.
Welcome,
We
welcome, welcome.
welcome.
If you are new to the page, thank y'all for joining. We appreciate y'all spending a little bit of y'all not Tuesday, Thursday with us. Um, if you catch this on the replay, be sure and hashtag replay so we know that you guys are here. So what are we talking about today? On Tuesday on IG, we were just sharing that, we have been talking a lot about um over the last few months. Actually, we've been talking so much about websites, um, how you guys can get more traffic to your website do's and don'ts, all kinds of good stuff. Okay, so you guys should be good in that area. So we wanted to shift and focus on branding because
Let
branding.
me say this real quick. If you guys missed our workshop last week on how to get more traffic, we do have a replay that is out there. If you click the link in our bio, the replay link is in our bio. Definitely check it out because it is good information. Okay, girl, carry on.
So anyway, yeah, we were just going to shift a little bit and talk about branding because we do offer branding services. That is something that is so very important to startup business owners. And if you know or if you don't know, that is our focus. Our focus is to help small business owners with IT solutions and brand design for their business. So if you are a startup, brand new, or you have, you know, been in business for a little while, but you did not fully create a brand, then these next few weeks will be for you. So we hope that you will stay tuned in. We will try to cover a lot um, over the next few weeks. So that's what we own. Now that's not to say that if you have questions about websites, SEOs, or any other services that we offer for that matter, then definitely feel free to reach out. This is just part of our brand awareness to make you all aware um, of some more services that we offer.
Yes. um, so branding, guys, is important, especially for what we do in designing your website as well as designing any marketing materials, whether it's on screen or off screen marketing materials. It is key to what we do. And so that is a big reason why that is a part of our business, right? Because people need websites, and when they come and they get websites, they don't have a brand identity, they don't have a logo, or they do have a logo but they don't have a brand identity. And so it was making our job very challenging because of the way that we design websites. Now, that's not to say you can't go out there and get a website and you ain't got no branding or you no brand identity. Happens all the time. But the way that we deliver our services, the way that we create our websites, it is important and it's key for us to create lasting brands, right? Brands that are going to be timeless, websites that are going to be scalable, and that is a big part of it.
So definitely, in terms of your branding, we wanted to make sure that we have a clear understanding whether that is related. Your branding is related to having your website done. If you want to have a logo design, or you are wanting to have a full brand developed. So we always take our clients through a series of questions, a branding questionnaire. So that helps us to understand your vision. It also helps it. It actually helps you to understand your vision, because what we were encountering a lot of is that people didn't really know what they wanted to convey in terms of their logo. Yeah, you could just have your design of freestyle, but if you have somewhat of a vision, you're not able to articulate what that is, then you may end up with some designs that you are not satisfied with. It's not, how you want to be represented visually. So, in order to get ahead of that, we just felt like it was important to make sure that we had something in place to collect that information from you. It allows us to refer back to it throughout your project. Just so that we make sure that we're staying on the same page and that we're actually going to deliver um, what you want. Um, so that's what we do. It's just it's so important because it gets you to thinking about things that you likely did not think about in terms of your brand. And so we say this, like, before you get your logo designed, before you reach out to have your brand developed, there are certain things that you want to consider and think about and make sure that you have in place, or you have an understanding before you actually go into getting your branding assets designed. So we want to get into a couple of those, or I know we talked about on Tuesday, like, understanding what your brand's what your brand values are. What does your brand stand for, and how you want it to be conveyed to your potential customers.
Hey, thank you for joining. I can't
Um,
see who it is. It's not even showing me on the live version, but thank you for joining.
thanks for joining.
You looking for something, girl?
Yeah, girl. Yeah, I wanted to give a tip or two instead of just yapping. I just wanted to pull up our references. Yeah. So, what is your brand? What is your brand? Have you thought about things like what your brand personality is? That's something that you should think about before you go ahead and reach out to a designer, especially if the designer doesn't have anything in place to ask you those type of questions. And there is a difference. You will run into designers that will not ask you any type of branding questions. They may ask you what colors you want, but they may not get very specific with you. And if you, in terms of colors, like there's a thing called color theory. I learned about this in cosmetology school. Like there are colors that relate to things, that complement each other, and that make you feel a certain type of way. So we would highly encourage you to do some research on color theory before you just go tell somebody that you want certain colors for a logo. Make sure that those colors represent, the personality that you want to give out. And if you don't have an idea of those colors, at least ensure that the person that's designing for you are asking you certain questions, or that you can at least articulate the type of vibe that you want to present, and then your designer should be able to give you some direction. You
I
want to add?
think I think it's also important to consider your target audience when you're selecting a color. I know that when we first branded our the initial company, the Lioness Group, it was all about us, like how it related to us, and that's fine, but definitely you want to take into consideration the target audience of who you're wanting to sell your product or services to, what that person or what that individual, that potential client or customer likes, doesn't like, what their interests are, what they do for a living, like all of that stuff is, I know it could be helpful. It could be helpful in developing your brand and appealing to that particular audience.
Yep. So you definitely want to think about that. That is so, so important. You may decide to choose some brand colors that may not be appealing to who you're actually trying to target. So I think um, that is why it's so important to do a lot of market research before you jump into brand development. So I know you probably have heard, like, oh, you may hear two sides of that, like, oh, don't be out here, running your business without a brand. But we do all have to start somewhere, and I think that there is a period in which we start, that we need to get used to doing more research on our industry, on our target audience, and not focus so much on sales. Because I think that that's what we focus on. And then we tend to not put a lot of attention into who we're really targeting. And what happens is, after you done sold out to your family members, your friends, and the people in your local area, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, now what? Sales used to be really, really good. Like, now what? It could be a reflection of your brand, because you're not giving you didn't put a lot of research into who you really wanted to target. And so your brand, you're not giving your brand the awareness that it deserves, girl. You know what I mean? So that research period is so important. That way, you can still be getting your money, but do not forget to do the research part of it. It's like paying attention to the behaviors of the people that are shopping with you in that startup period, and then going out once you have all of your data. You know who you what you are doing, who it is appealing to, and if that is in alignment with who you want to target, like, use that information to help you develop your brand, to come up with your brand's mission, and things like that. I love your branding and your colors. Thank you. Adriana
Thank
said Facebook
you.
user over here. What is it?
So we have a question. Does it hurt your business to redevelop, change your logo or design after you have been in business for a while? No. We did it. We did it. Um, so 22nd and Tech started out as the Lioness Group. And the Lioness Group started out as a customer service business, right? And then a few years went by. My professional career is in technology, and her professional career is in creativity. We were seeing that there were a lot of minority owned businesses that were lacking, branding and technology use in their business. So we were like, okay, yeah, there's a need here. We have the skills and the capability to help, to fix that. So let's let's re it wasn't really a rebrand at that point. It was change our focus. So we changed our focus to IT and brand design. Then a couple of years went by, and We went to trademark our business, and we were advised by our trademark attorney, mm, it might be best if you go with a different name. So we changed our name and we changed our logo to 22nd and Tech, and our logo changed. It was an emblem of of a lion. So we changed it. So no, it's not. Businesses rebrand all the time.
And
All the time.
big businesses change, rebrand all the time. One of the things that we always like to kind of just share as a reminder is that
We lost her.
big, pay attention to what big businesses are doing. And big businesses definitely rebrand. The rebrand can be drastic or it can be subtle enough that we will miss it. I think it's in importance. Like, we don't see a lot of big brands rebranding and completely changing, their entire image. But to answer your question, no, it does not hurt to redevelop, refresh, rebrand your logo after you've been in business for a while. All right. You may need to rebrand because you are going after a different target. Um, your focus is all of the things that Latasha just explained. So, any other questions?
No, no.
Well, we're gonna keep it light and easy on this good Thursday. Just wanted to drop in here and share a few things. If we don't have any more questions, then we will get out of here. We will be putting out a sort of like a branding foundations worksheet checklist, something just to get your mind going, give you some things to think about if you have not thought about these things as it relates to your brand. It's kind of like homework. um, it's important that you think about these things. It's important that you develop these things for your brand. It is going to help you a ton in every aspect of your business. Right now, you are one person running your business, likely. If your goal is to grow, you will likely have other people a part of your business, and you want to make sure that you have a full understanding of your brand so that you're able to convey that to other people that may be working with you to in your business. So we talked about the workshop replay. Any questions or concerns regarding branding or any of our branding services, you can find most of that on our website, www.22andtech.com. Of course, you can ask those questions in our group as well on Facebook, Take Control of Your Business. And make sure you're on our email list. We'll be sending some things in the email as well. So it's a lot of stuff, but we hope that you guys will enjoy the branding portion of our communications with y'all. So this should be fun. We get a little bit more creative and visual. So y'all stay tuned.
All right, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you catch the replay, definitely hashtag replay. And yeah, be on the lookout for some more branding info content stuff.
Some stuff. Let us know what y'all branding challenges are. You know, anything you guys want us to talk about, anything you have any concerns on, we want to hear about it so that we can make sure that we're delivering exactly what you guys need. So again, thank y'all for tuning in. Until next time.